Well, Destiny 2, eh? Fucking hell. Even as a staunch Destiny apologiser like I am, it's becoming increasingly difficult to stand back and say, yeah, it does these things wrong, but it does these things right. Because Bungie's entire mission statement seems to be, how can we piss the player base off this month? Like, I think they have little round table meetings where they list all these bad ideas, pick the worst one, and then fucking roll it out. We've had loot box fiascos, we've had complaints that they've been dictating how quick you can earn XP in game. Then you have to go and buy loot boxes instead of earning them. I mean, that's just, it's despicable if that's the case, you know. And I've been watching it, just the evisceration of Bungie and Destiny 2 with kind of a morbid fascination on pretty much any social media platform you can find. Somebody's got an opinion on Destiny 2. And usually the thing that stands out to me is this one sentence that keeps coming up, which is, Destiny 2 is dead. Play Warframe.
Firstly, the universe. Now, I'm not talking about the lore. To be honest, the actual stories of Warframe and Destiny aren't all that different. I'm talking about the game world itself. While Destiny 2 currently has 5 semi-open worlds to explore, Warframe has 15. Yes, these have been added over time since launch, but even if you factor in Destiny 1, Bungie's universe would still only contain 10 main locations. The semi-open world nature makes up for it somewhat, but Warframe's bite-sized mission structure means fewer areas that look pretty but which are actually barren. Also, the recent Plains of Eidolon expansion has added Warframe's first open area. All of this is free in Warframe. Secondly, the action. At a brass tack level, you can't fault Destiny's gameplay. The feedback from weapons is immensely satisfying, and that loop of kills and loot and XP is perfect when in the moment. If there's a complaint here, it's that for all its openness, Destiny is still quite a linear affair. By contrast, Warframe has a pile of missions that play out in procedurally generated maps. The combat's frenetic and wild, and few action games are as fast as Warframe. Experienced players can traverse maps in seconds while sprinting, which causes you to slide, jumping during the slide, which launches an acrobatic bullet jump, which you can then double, and holding aim in mid-air to glide through the map. Chaining these moves together with wall runs and forward rolls and diving kicks takes a few hours practice, but nothing compares to Warframe's sense of speed and empowerment. Thirdly, the loot. Now, this is a tricky one because both games rely heavily on loot to trigger our happy factories. They do it in different ways. Almost all loot in Destiny is based on a gamble. For a loot-based game, Destiny 2 is severely limited in terms of how much there is to actually collect. In Warframe, loot that drops in the environment comprises crafting materials, blueprints and gear mods. The latter can be applied to your equipment to add various modifiers, while the former must be harvested and then combined in your ship's foundry to create gear. Yes, you can opt to buy most items in the premium currency, but everything besides pure cosmetics can be unlocked in the game. As a result, you've always got something to chase in Warframe. Interestingly, the foundry takes anything from 12 hours in real time to build weapons and equipment to 72 hours to construct a new Warframe. Grinding out materials and waiting for that payoff can take time, but the sense of reward and accomplishment is powerful. Fourth, transactions. How both games deal with real-world money is interesting. Destiny has silver and Warframe has platinum. The biggest difference is in how each developer respects your hard-earned cash. For one, you can earn everything in Destiny 2 by leveling up to earn bright engrams. But this actually means that Bungie's charging you for silver to increase the chance that you'll earn a certain item. You're not even guaranteed to get what you want when you pay for it. Conversely, Warframe's Platinum can be used for loads of things. You can speed up foundry projects, you can buy crafting materials straight off the marketplace or unlock cosmetic augmentations. The cool thing is that Digital Extremes have allowed a trade system to grow that lets players farm materials and build items to sell for Platinum. Put in the hours and you can theoretically earn everything in the game without spending a penny. Finally, social play. In Destiny, the game doesn't really begin until the credits roll on the campaign. The problem is that Destiny 2 stripped away modes and maps from the Crucible, took away cooperative events like the Prison of Elders, and it locks its raids behind a mandatory player count. In Warframe, the endgame opens up new, challenging activities, but it locks new areas behind natural campaign progression. You don't have to wait to the endgame to play all the planets. While Warframe caters to endgame players and those who long for competition or social activities, the integration throughout is much more seamless, and you never feel you need to slog through a compulsory campaign to get to the good stuff. I love Destiny 2. I really do. But Bungie had to take a long, hard look at what Digital Extremes have achieved.
Most of the claims by people who were saying that it was better than Destiny 2, they were actually true.
Warframe is not without its issues, but if you're getting tired of the grind in Destiny and you were to ask me to recommend just one sci-fi action RPG with loot, exploration and a constantly evolving, expanding universe, there's currently a very clear choice. Bungie really needs to look at what Digital Extremes have done at their growing player base, their business model, and they need to act fast before more players get wind of just how green the grass really is on the other side of the galaxy.
So there you go. Those are the lessons I think Destiny 2 can learn from Warframe. I've been Mick Fraser from God is a Geek, and you have been lovely. Bye.